What is going on, everybody, and welcome into season 19 of the Go Battle League. Nothing really has changed so far. Move updates are going to be coming Monday, sure as you all know. I hope you all put a star piece on before you started your Go Battle League sets, and don't forget to claim the ticket in the shop, the free ticket, which allows you to do, I think it's like 400 or 500 battles, and you get free rewards from it. So don't forget to do that either. But we're going to be hopping into this matchup here. Triple Ghost Line, Skeledirge, Sableye, and Annihilate. This team is like an ABB lineup where your two back Pokemon are weak to Charm, but you have a lot of flexibility all around the board. Even if you see a Quagsire or a Whiscash or, you know, even a Lantern, which is going to be nerfed, you can play out of it with Sableye, hopefully get Search Advantage, or come in with the Skeledirge and kind of wreak havoc there. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about some 3 tips here to help you gain some leverage coming into this new season. So the first tip is going to be team building. So you want to build a team where you're comfortable with the Pokemon that you know are going to win for you, or you know the moves, you know the counts, you know everything about these Pokemon that you can play through your top game with. So building a team around Pokemon that you are so comfortable with, and it's strong, like an ABB lineup or ABA lineup, or anything, any kind of lineup you are just satisfied with, you want to build around that. So like me being very knowledgeable about Skeledirge, about a lot of Pokemon that I play with, I build around Pokemon, sorry, that I'm very comfortable with and I know the move counts for. I'm not a big fan of bulky Pokemon like the Registeel here or the Lickitung. They are very versatile and they can be used to a great extent, but I am not comfortable, or I'm not the best, let's say, at using those kind of Pokemon to help me flip matchups, because I don't utilize them to their best ability. Where I like to have Pokemon that can hit hard, throw charge moves fast, and you know, be capable of flipping matchups like that. So that is kind of my style of play. I know a lot of people have a different kind of style of play, like using the Registeel or the Lickitung here. You really have to have good energy management, because you're so bulky. You can get 2 moves lined up and you can throw them back to back, or you can save one, swap out, you know, play that kind of game. So it's a different kind of style of play that you want to do. The second tip, what I'm going to tell you, is proper move timing. So this move here in particular, I know they can only get 7 counters because my Incinerate's 5, their counter's 2. So I know that they are only going to be able to get to that the Night Slash there, which I can live comfortably, and they can't counter me down because it's double resisted. So I know I can no shield the first one. If they go 8 there, I get my move before and I get a shield, and then I'll shield back. But proper move timing. So 2 versus 5 here. You're on 1, 4, or 7. 7's going, or sorry, 1, 2, 4, or 7. 7's going to be the optimal move timing, so you're giving your opponent less energy or less fast move through, so less turns, right? It's all about optimizing yourself and not giving your opponent any leverage. So 2 versus 3 turn is 1, 4, or 7. Everybody's gonna preach this, and it's a 1-turn move you can throw in between everything else. I'm gonna put a graphic up on my YouTube channel here, on the community page there, so you can all see. But it's very important to be able to throw on those proper move times, because for one, you don't want to give your opponent free energy. If you're giving your opponent free energy, that is going to be a big lose con. So if I get a free Incinerate on you, that's 20 free energy, and I get damage through, which is going to end up flipping a matchup. Or say if I sneak a counter every time you throw a move, I'm going to get free energy. I'm going to be able to throw another charge move faster than you can say hallelujah, and it's going to be game over for you, especially in the end game when you need to save those proper moments for, you know, when it comes down to clutch time. But again, proper move timing is going to be very essential to either gaining your next level, or wherever we want to go to, whether that be ace, whether that be veteran, whether that be expert or legend. You always want to throw on proper move timing, because it's just a key part of the game to boost your gameplay up to a whole nother level. So the third one is going to be there's another tip. I can't think of it right now in my head, but knowing Pokemon, right? Knowing the weaknesses, knowing the super effective damage. Like I know grass, fire super effective grass. That's gonna be huge for you. And there's just I'll make a whole video on this with graphics and everything later on. But I just wanted to get this out here so you all know the tips for the season. You know, coming in, what you want to focus on, team building and move counts, proper move timing, move counts too, to know when you're gonna be shielding. Knowing when your Pokemon can live a move and when it can't live a move is going to also be essential. That way you can save a shield, or you know, you can call a bait or something. But being able to have shields in the end game is gonna be huge, because if you were down 2 shields and your opponent's up 2 shields, it's gonna flip a matchup, right? Even a terrible matchup where you can have 2 shields and double shield something and just farm it all the way down is gonna be essential. But those are going to be like some main tips for everybody. I'll go deep diving into a future video to come out with, but yeah, let's get into these matchups here. So Sableye and Altaria, this is not a terrible matchup. Dragon Breaths are going to absolutely shred through, but I'm able to get the 2 returns with a little bit of energy advantage, and now I'm able to swap out into my Skeledirge. I'm going to be able to no shield the Sky Attack because Moonblast is going to be resisted. I can survive 2 Sky Attacks no problem, so I'm going to no shield this, knowing they have the Quagsire up front there. I'm not going to shield my Skeledirge at all. I'm able to get to this Disarming Voice, and this Disarming Voice is going to knock out this Altaria, and Altaria is going to be one of the biggest counters to Annihilate Sweeper in the back. So I built my team to have, you know, draw anything that's weak with Sableye, incinerate it down, Shadow Ball, whatever you want to do with Skeledirge, and then have Annihilate Sweep in the back. And look at that, it's a Lantern. 1 shield up, Annihilate is going to absolutely destroy this. Knowing the counts of Lantern 2, 6 to the Surf, I'm able to throw in the CMP tie, not giving them any free energy. Gonna shield up the Surf, and now we're gonna be able to outpace the Night Slash because I overfarmed just enough there, and this Night Slash is gonna be able to knock out this Lantern here. Lantern, see you later. I'm so glad this fish got nerfed. It's so bulky and it's absolutely ridiculous. The matchups that can flip, you can flip with that thing is just insane. So hopping into the next matchup, absolutely terrible lead. And this is where Sableye is going to come in clutch. Come into Sableye, but they come into a Ninetales. Hard counter lead, right? No, not essentially, because I can get to this return before I get fully charmed down. And this return is either one, going to grab a shield, or flipping switch. I wanted the shield advantage because now I can just come in with the Skeledirge. I can load up on energy, and energy on Skeledirge is absolutely insane. Like, look at these Shadow Ball damage out. They're going to come back in with the Mantine, and this might be a horrible matchup for Skeledirge, but a Shadow Ball and a Disarming Voice. Look at the Shadow Ball putting this thing, this bulky flyer, into the 50% range, and now we get to this Disarming Voice. Disarming Voice is going to absolutely grab the shield, which is perfect for me, and I'm going to shield this myself too. I want them to dump energy so I can come in with my Annihilate and outpace or throw on the CMP tie to the Night Slash. I put this thing low enough to where Night Slash is going to knock out. So now I can come in with my Annihilate. I can throw the Night Slash right away because they want to get their Air Release off. Air Release is going to do a lot of damage, and I didn't want to overfarm there because I don't know quite what is in the back. 0 shields down, Annihilate is going to absolutely go to town, and there's a Fair Thorn back there. I know Annihilate is going to be able to live a Power Whip. Power Whip is going to get us low, but we are 1 counter away from that Shadow Ball, and this Shadow Ball is going to absolutely say left, right, good night to that Fair Thorn, and that's going to be a good game, well played to my opponent, and a beautiful 5-0 set. I love this team. I built this team last season, and you know, nothing really changed in this coming season so far, so I decided to play it again, see how it rolls, and I have a blast with it. It gets the charge moves fast. You can hit hard with Shadow Ball. You can hit hard with Return. Sableye super, it's not like super spammy, but it can flip a lot of matchups or get you that shield advantage that you absolutely need, because Foul Play hits hard, Shadow Claw is going to absolutely chunk, giving Skeledirge and Annihilate that advantage that you need to take control of the next matchup. So again, thank you all so very much for watching. Look out for the next video about the tips and tricks about getting your game to the next level, and we will see everybody in the next video. Take care, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do, because it really helps out the channel, and we will see everybody in the next video. Bye bye.